Hi, my name is Kerry Critchlow from RSI Recording Studios, and today we're going to be talking about how to compress toms. Now, compression is a tool used to control dynamics, which is how quiet or loud something is, and it can also shape the sound or add vibe to what you're compressing. When it comes to ratios, the higher the ratio, the more compressed it's going to sound, and the lower the ratio, the more natural it's going to sound. When it comes to attack, a fast attack is going to kind of have more of a boomy or a slappy sound. A medium attack is going to be tight or punchy, and a slow attack is going to be aggressive or bitey. When it comes to release, a fast release is going to sound explosive and exciting. A medium release is going to sound tight or smooth, and a slow release is going to sound contained or squashed. And when it comes to gain reduction, light gain reduction is going to sound more natural. A medium gain reduction is going to sound more controlled, and heavy gain reduction is going to sound squashed. So let's see how this applies to our toms. First of all, we're just going to find a section of toms and loop it, and then we are going to listen to the toms without anything on them, no compression. Okay, sounding pretty good. So in this particular case, what I'm looking for is to kind of add a little bit of extra punch to them and have them be just a little bit more contained so that they are a bit more even in volume. So we're going to be looking for a medium to slow release on these and a medium fast kind of attack. Generally in that ballpark, right? We want it to have, be tight and punchy, but with a little bit of character to it. So we're going to set a ratio of around 4-to-1-ish, give or take. Somewhere between 3 and 5-to-1 probably is going to be in the ballpark. A medium to slow attack and a medium to fast release. And then we're going to set our threshold to catch the peaks and get our gain reduction probably somewhere in that 3 to 5 dB of gain reduction. And then we'll compensate with our makeup gain. Okay, so here's without the compression. And here's with the compression. So yeah, it's helping to sustain them a little bit more. It's giving them a little bit more punch, a little bit more impact. And it's evening out the volume so that all of the toms feel a little bit more even in volume as they're being played. Again, for review, when it comes to these numbers are not gospel. You don't have to, rely on them super heavy. They're just kind of, think of them as general guidelines. As broad ranges is where you can find these adjectives, right? So what you do to your own toms is kind of depend on what kind of material you're working with and what kind of vibe you want to give them. And so I went for like the medium slow on attack to give more of like that tight, punchy, kind of aggressive kind of a sound. And I went for a medium fast kind of release, which would be kind of explosive and exciting, but a little bit tight and smooth as well. So kind of somewhere in that ballpark was kind of what I was looking for. But if you're going for a different vibe, feel free to play around with it and make it fit what your mix needs, right? Or what your kind of vision is for the mix. And again, for the gain reduction, I was going for, somewhere between that light and medium gain reduction, natural but controlled. And so that's how I approach these toms. But feel free to use this guide to make your toms sound the way you want them to. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.